drag. We're going to the 6th floor, engineering department again. We're going to see if we can talk to these engineers putting the fucking fluoride in the water. Their cards for an email and that, but I want to talk to them directly. Hi there. I was wondering if Karen Pratt or David Euler was available at the moment. They're both not in their office right now? No. Okay. Do you know when they'll be back? Probably not, eh? It doesn't. Yeah, okay.
David's at a meeting, and Karen.
David's at a meeting. David's managing director.
Code's not there either. Your best bet is to call them first and make sure that they're gonna be here, and then that way, when you come over, they'll be
Give them a
here.
call and set up
Yeah,
a time
'cause
to
they-
kind of.
Yeah, because they both are in and out. Karen works at the water treatment plant and the wastewater treatment plant. So
Oh,
can
she
be
works at the
either
water
three-
treatment plant and the wastewater?
Yeah, and here. So she
Okay.
can be, all, you know what I mean, all over the place.
So is she the head engineer for all of the city
waste-
drinking water? And
Yeah.
okay. And
So-
what's David
David Euler is our director of public works.
director of public works? Okay.
Engineering, environmental services, and public works.
Environmental services and public works. Okay.
So he's Karen's supervisor.
He's Karen's superior then. Okay.
Euler is how you say his
What's
name.
that? So-
Euler,
Euler?
David Euler, not.
Oh, you say Euler,
Euler,
not
that's how he
Euler.
pronounces it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I didn't know that either.
Okay.
I was calling him that for the longest time until he corrected me. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So give them a call that way. They'll be here because they're both in and out and all over the place.
Okay. Where is your wastewater facility here in North Bay?
The wastewater
Yeah.
is down on Memorial Drive.
Memorial Drive. Like,
Um,
where's that on the map here? Like, I don't know. I just know the main drags in North Bay.
It's like about. There's the marina, down at the waterfront.
Where the chief command is there?
Yeah, that's where that is there, and they're like way down more towards Lee Park.
Okay. Just kind of a little bit south, right on the waterfront there, eh?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, your best bet is to call and just make sure that one of them will be in.
Yeah, I was told to email. I want to get
Yeah, that would be good too.
some documentation off of them.
Okay.
Are you able to help me with that actually, or what I
No, I
want?
think it was it the fluoride that you were looking
Yes.
at?
Yeah, I'm concerned with the
and Karen is
fluoride.
the best because she's got all kinds of information. We actually had a talk about it the other day, her and I. Her thing was that she said that every year the Engineering and Environmental Services Department puts it to council that they can they don't have to put fluoride in the water, so they can choose to put fluoride in or not to put fluoride in.
Yeah.
And that it's up to council to decide that. What happens is
So
every
council
year,
has the option.
yes, they have
Okay.
the option.
I was told they were forced by the government of Ontario, which was false.
Well, what she told me was, what happens then is the health unit which is a province of Ontario government agency, right?
Okay.
They come to council and they do a presentation that shows why they feel it's a public health and safety thing to have it in the water.
Okay.
And they basically
Convince.
convince the council that in their best opinion they should keep it in the water, and then the council decides to keep it in. So
Okay.
she said that every year it goes to council as to, you can decide whether to put it in or not put it in, and every year they decide to put it in.
So the health unit, what was that name of that agent? Health Unit
The
of
health
Ontario?
unit, no, North Bay Parry Sound District Nipissing Health Unit.
That's who comes in and does the convincing.
Yeah, and they say that in their opinion, it's best to have it, and then the councillors go along with that, and then they, when there's a vote, they vote to put fluoride in.
Okay, so they provide, I'm sure, documentation and a lot of scientific evidence. Do they do that, or do they just come in and give an opinion? And
You would think that they must show
because
enough
I've got
to make them.
pages, I've got videos, pages, documentaries
Yeah.
saying
what
the
you
other
could
thing.
Maybe what you could find out from Karen is when it's going to go to council this year, right? Like.
Oh, we're not
how
waiting.
often-
It's already been in council. I seen it
Oh,
in
was it already?
a couple months ago. Like, we're not waiting anymore. Like this.
Okay.
Let's
Because-
just say we're not taking no for an answer anymore with this shit because
So you know
this
who
is
we
this is
should get a
poisoning
hold of?
60,000 people.
You
Like,
know who you should get a hold of? The councillors. Because they're the ones who are voting yes or no.
well, I'll talk to engineering and then maybe I'll talk to each councillor individually,
Yeah, because,
see who's who.
yeah.
I've got the cards. I think it's on the site anyway. Who's each councillor are, right?
Yeah,
Like I'm
and
sure, and how
to get a
and
hold
email
of them.
contacts
Yeah.
to them.
The fifth floor has a list of how to reach each councillor. The clerk's department. Could
Oh,
tell you
okay.
that, so
Yeah,
you
I've been
can
there
get
before. Yeah.
that. Yeah. So I mean, certainly get a hold of Karen or David, but your councillors are probably,
Yeah, I'll do all of the above then.
yeah, they're the ones that you've got to convince to vote no when the time comes again to vote.
Well, if the time comes to vote again, we're not going to let people drink poisonous water for a year while a bunch of, I'm sorry for my lack of, well, a bunch of idiots sit around and talk about false information they've been fed then. Because there's only one of two things that's happening here. With all the documentation and proof out there of what fluoride does to people, it's been proven 20 points down on the IQ score, right off the hop, right out of the gate. It makes
So
people brain dead. It's what Hitler
that's-
did to the Germans.
That's the stuff you should bring forward to the councillors, or go to council and you can have, like, I think it's 10-minute presentation.
Yeah, I went that route, but they give me a whack load of hurdles. I gotta give them the video. Like, I've done lots of presentations before to people. I used to be on the board of directors for Muskies Canada. And in the real world, you just show up, you have a projector, and you click on things and you show people. But they have a bunch of hurdles set up to make
Oh, I
things
see.
difficult.
So
You got to give
they
them
have
12.
to know what it is before.
Exactly.
You
Well, I want what they want, what they got. If they want what I have, I want what they got before I walk into the firing squad there because they're going to be prepared.
Well, yeah.
It's not my first
you wanna
rodeo,
be-
like-
You want to be prepared too, yeah.
Exactly. I want to know what they're going to fire at me with. Why do they get to see all my ammunition and I don't get to see theirs, right?
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
not fair.
So, like I say though, the David and Karen are the best. Karen's probably the best one to talk to because when I went in to talk to her, she knew all that stuff. Like she said, well, like we try every year not to have fluoride. She said.
Oh, so she actually tries to get it out?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So she is of the same opinion that you are, and she said.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Head of wastewater believes it should be out. That's a good.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's a
That's
good ally.
That's what I took from what she was saying.
Okay.
anyways, yeah.
If she's on that page, that's great then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
She's not one that you're gonna have to
Jump around.
talk into it. I don't think at all.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So give her
I
a
will-
call or an email and.
I'll do everything you said right there. That's good advice.
Good.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Monitoring your water saves you money. That's interesting. Perfect. Your new meter. Is this for every drop count? This is your water meter.
Yeah, that's the water.
This is
meter.
justifying the water hikes?
I think it's.
I can't remember if there was-
Trying to, tell you.
Okay, cool. I'll read it. I'm sure there's something on the site about this if they got. Okay. Oh, there's something right there. Perfect. All right, thank you.